Assalamualaikum viewers, hope so you all will be fine. And you are watching my channel hashtag study to learn with Humera. And I am back with another interesting video on another interesting topic, that is depth analysis of significance and importance of communication part 2. Let me tell you that as we will move forward, this topic of communication become more and more interesting and useful for you, and I will surely discuss some unique things regarding the topic of communication. For example, models as Aristotle model of communication. So keep watching. Okay, now let's start the video, opening it with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most beneficent, the most merciful and the most gracious. Okay, in this slide you can see an image on which different kinds of icons are shown. For example, the icon of Wi-Fi, the icon of PC, the icon of mobile phone, the icon of laptops and the icon of messaging, and there is also a bird, if you can see here, a sparrow. So guys, these all are the medium for us that we use for the communication. We use mobile phone to communicate with another person. We can text from mobile phone to another person in order to communicate. We can call another person in order to communicate. You can see the icon of a Wi-Fi. Through Wi-Fi we communicate with the whole world globally. Here is also a bird, and bird also communicate with another bird, not through words but through sounds, but they communicate in some and another way. Here is a famous quote by Aristotle that man is a social animal, and this is totally right. Man is exactly a social animal because he cannot live alone. He cannot live without communication. He cannot live without communicating with people. He cannot survive like this. He cannot function like this. If we were supposed to live alone, so Allah does not need to create Hazrat Hawa from the rib of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. So we are supposed to live together in order to communicate with one another, in order to share ideas among each other, in order to share our feelings with others. Let's move towards the next slide. As we all know that human being start communicating as soon as he start producing his very first noise in the act of drawing his parents' attention. Every emotion that we portray on our faces, the movement of our hand, the way we look at someone, and our speech intently communicates our ideas to others. Communication and free speech is fundamental right of every human being. You know, communication is highly necessary for our society, as it is only through exchange of ideas and cooperations through which a society can grow and develop. In order to keep surviving in the society, communication is very necessary. And effective communication can also resolve societal issues. There are many issues that we can't resolve without having communication. We have to talk with one another. We have to share ideas to resolve some conflict, to resolve the issues. An individual, any person cannot win the heart of the other without having effective communication. If you don't have effective communication, if you don't have good communication skill, that how to talk with other, so you can't win the heart of other people, and you cannot consider a good communicator. Communication gap or poor communications create issues and increase tension, so try to reduce this thing also. Okay guys, let's take a closer look on the depth analysis of significance or importance of communication. Actually viewers, we cannot understand the logic behind things without knowing the importance or significance of something. So that is why significance or importance is very important to know. First of all, for transferring ideas, every human being has some ideas that are unique to his own mind obviously. Many of these ideas can be implemented in real life and can turn into major creations too. But to make the transition from just a thought to an implementation, it requires effectual communication. Without having communication, he cannot implement it to the other. Hence, the idea should be communicated as a plan, drawing, or description so that it can be created further. Let's see the importance of communication in the field of education. As you all know that education involves a collection of all kinds of communication that include audio, video, books and lectures, etc. And to educate someone, we need to communicate the ideas in the syllabus or the study material to the student. As you all know that we are going through the process of e-learning, and teachers are communicating to us through the mobile phone, through social media, and the main interface between us is TCP/IP protocol, and this protocol is known as internet. Without having it on internet, we cannot communicate with one another, because we are on social media, and for social media we need a network, and that network is internet. So, however, here in the deal is not just to communicate but to communicate effectively, because inefficient communication can lead to transfer of ambiguous knowledge. Because if we will talk ambiguity in our conversation, so other person cannot perceive our real ideas and cannot have a good perceptions about our ideas. So we need to be efficient and we need to communicate effectively. Now let's see the importance of communication while we are interacting with our society. So guys, it is very important that we interact with our surroundings and people living in that surrounding. When we are talking with someone, we knowingly and unknowingly react to his or her questions, actions or comments. So in short, while we are corresponding to someone in any way, we are actually communicating with that person, and healthy communication is essential for a healthy society. So communication, in short, we can say, is the basis of each and every society. To update oneself, communication is the actual transfer of information through various mediums in such a way that it caters to the need of people from different strata of life. As you all know that in the modern world, nothing is more important than staying up to date. So only through the proper channels of communication, people can be updated with current affairs and important events across the globe. Otherwise, they will not be updated without having and without interacting with the communication channels. News can actually stand for as a collections of information from the four directions: north, east, west and south, that in turn is delivered to us through various communication channels. As you all know that nowadays we are getting information from just news channel, because we are bound to our house only due to the lockdown situation. So we are getting updates from the news channels or television. So here the television is the main medium between us and the world. Entertainment today is mostly based on the channels of mass communications that include films and televisions and dramas, etc. Moreover, theater and other arts also communicate certain ideas to its audience, and internet is another common platform for entertainment, because we are getting each and every kind of information from internet. If we want to search anything, we can find a pile of things, similar things on the internet on the concerned topic, which again is a mode of communication. So in short, we can conclude that communication and entertainment are merged in today's world totally. To understand the world, unless we communicate with the world, we will never understand the way things function and how things are piled up and related to one another. So we need to interact with the environment in order to understand life. Those people who do not communicate with one another tend to get isolated, which thereby led to many problems. Because man is a social animal now, so we cannot live alone. So we have to communicate with one another in order to survive properly, in order to spend a beautiful life. Here are some other importance of communication that a leader can establish effective leadership by using good communication skill. Communication can help in pursuits of motivations and moral development. It can help in smooth working of something. It can promote cooperation and peaceful. Communication can act as the basis of coordination and cooperation. Communication can act as a basis for decision making. Communication can increase managerial efficiency. So viewers, this was all about the importance and significance of communications. Hope so you all understand the topic very well, and in my next video I will surely share the types of communication, models of communications, and it is going to be very interesting and unique. So keep watching my channel, like, subscribe and share it as you can. Thank you so much. Ending my video with the message I got: if you are not willing to learn, no one can really help you. Fi Amanillah, Allah Hafiz, and take care.